A very good afternoon to you. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. My name is Patricia Lokoma Mpango, and this is your lunchtime news. And straight away into the bulletin, the Director of Public Health at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Daniel Chabayinze, has officially commissioned an Ebola treatment center in Kisenyi, Democratic Republic of Congo. The facility will provide immediate isolation, clinical management, and care for Ebola patients. It is also equipped with a mobile laboratory capable of testing up to 1,200 samples daily. The initiative is part of the Ugandan government's efforts to support the fight against Ebola in DRC. An advisor to the governor of Ituri province, Mamam Alasha, welcomed Uganda's support, saying the initiative will strengthen efforts to contain Ebola in DRC.
Applications of the teams, we cannot come to finish this virus.
The success of all this will really require a lot of support from you.
In the memorandum of understanding, it is very clear that we are supposed to jointly deploy Uganda and DRC.
So when samples reach here, we decontaminate the pool boxes over here, and then we move them into the mobile lab, and we work in a containment. It's a primary containment known as a Class 3 biosafety cabinet to ensure that we are safe.
In the name of the Excellence Mr. Governor of the Province of Ituri, the General Major Kasongo Mulumba Gabi, we declare officially this center of Ebola of Kasenyi.
Now, students and old boys of Mackay Memorial College Natete have taken part in the Zimba Mackay Run, a fundraising marathon aimed at raising 1.5 billion shillings to complete the second phase of the school's multi-purpose building. The run was flagged off by the head of the High Court Commercial Division, Justice Stephen Mobiro, an old student of Mackay Memorial College Natete.
Selflessly, let us build Mackay. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala abateeseteese, njagala okubaagaliza emisinde emirungi. Mujjukire nti omulimu guno guliko abaagutandika, fe abaliwo kati mulimu gwaffe okwongerako ettaffaali, ate n'abalijja nabo basange kye tukoze kwongerezeeko. Tubasabira Mukama abongere okubagabirira omulimu guno muguyimirizeewo.
We are here today to launch our first ever marathon run with the purpose of raising funds for the construction of classrooms. That's our main target today, for the construction of classes. Sincerely speaking, we are 2,200 by the mercy of God. That means that we have to plan, as the enrollment rises, we have to plan space and classrooms where instruction of teaching and learning has to take place. As I speak now, this school in Kampala City Council has got wooden classrooms, which are very uncomfortable for the learners to stay and learn comfortably. And they could even, the students sitting there, wonder why it is particularly their stream that was put in such a classroom. But we talked to them, and they bear, but it's very uncomfortable.
So we would like to build the capacity of this school. We want to increase the section of the borders. We want to increase the classrooms, but also the resource center. So we are back to mobilize resources. We appeal to all the old students, members of this church community, and Ugandans at large. This school has really nurtured so many people, important people in this country.
Now, local leaders in Lugazi municipality, Wuyikwe district, have raised concerns over the increasing theft of coffee, saying it is contributing to economic losses among farmers. The coordinator for wealth creation in Lugazi municipality, Colonel David Magonge, says the theft of immature coffee is also affecting the quality of coffee produced in Wuyikwe district.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mu mutima kukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, enendungu ya kusabula. Mikono juu, free of fire, free of fire, free of fire.
What if accessing government services became easier, faster, and closer to you? Introducing Service Uganda Centers, a new initiative designed to bring key government services closer to the people under one convenient location. Less movement from office to office, less unnecessary travel, better access to services and information. At the Service Uganda Centers, citizens will be able to access national ID services, passport processing, business registration, land and revenue services, and more, all in one convenient location. Whether you are in the city or upcountry, Service Uganda Centers are being designed with you in mind. Enjoy faster service, professional guidance, and a seamless customer experience. This is an initiative of the Government of Uganda, digitally powered by the National Information Technology Authority Uganda, NITA, under the Uganda Digital Acceleration Project Government Network. Service Uganda Centers, bringing services closer to the people.
Alo.
Yense mwami mukasa.
Mutyaneyo.
Yono broka.
Yenze broka wa mayumba.
Bangambye ne nyumba za mwenunjiko.
Kituufu. Oyagala yabisenga bimeka?
Nga bisatu.
Ebbeeyi bagigambye?
Bangambye saa 5.
Nedda ssebo zaali nnyamuuko.
Lwaki?
Anti langi gye tusiigisa ya mulembe. Kati ne valiyo y'ekitundu yalinnya.
Musiigisa ki?
Global Paints.
Mutya.
Ku siiringi tukozesa Global Mat. Ate munda ne tukozesa Global Silk Vinyl.
Singa kwetaga wabweru.
Wabweru tukozesa Global Weather Coat Emulsion.
Kusiiga gye musiiga. Ogwo omutindo ogusasulira essente zonna.
Guli wumite.
Global Paint, a reliable product.
Obubbi bw'emmwanyi bujjira mu bana abagula era ffe abamu twabakwata nako. Abo abagula be tugenda oteekako amaanyi nti baleeta obubbi bw'emmwanyi n'okuwulira emmwanyi ezo ento. Amaanyi gateekwa kubeeramu bano be tujja okutunuulira ennyo abagula emmwanyi mu bitundu byaffe. Kubanga omuntu bw'agenda nabba emmwanyi oluusi talina mmwanyi. Kati ate gwe lwaki omugulako nga talina muti gwonna gwakazi gwanogako.
Mubeere bagumu mulondoole abo abantu nze ndirwedde mumpite tukwatagane tumalewo obubbi bw'emmwanyi tutekewo n'omutindo gw'emmwanyi omulungi. Obubbi bw'emmwanyi buyitiridde mu byalo ate ng'emmwanyi banoga nto eza guriini.
I have put out a strong warning to the LC1 that if anything happens to those holes and they're not distributed well, the LC1 will have to answer about the hose, because the hose are going down to the LCs. To every Ugandan, every household, to give them hose. And we want to testify that these hose have been delivered. We got the first bunch came before elections, and the second bunch has come today. So we want to thank HE, the president, for delivering these hose to the Mwananchi, to the people on the ground, to use them in agriculture, to use them in farming, because this is the season of
muleke okukwata ebyabalala ate ne mukola ki? Olaba abantu bakwata omubbi ne bamumalirako obusungu bonna ate ne bamutta. Olw'ensonga nti omuntu aba akasente ke akategese, ali mu kulima, ng'ovudde eri, otutte vanira, otutte emmwanyi, omuntu n'abula ekyokukola.
About local investors, Uganda is a big sustaining business in Uganda is a big challenge that has made many people get more confused, with taxes being the most contributors to the downfall of many established businesses. Prudence Okunika, the proprietor of Belages and Wine, narrates her story when she began making juice from passion fruits, pineapples in a kitchen 26 years ago, but now narrates success with more than 600 farmers affiliated to her. She has been able to get international awards for producing the best belages in the Middle East, attracting Arabs to come and join her to extend business.
I know what I was doing. I know I had a good product. So to here they don't do research. They have to test and see the effect. Now the effect to test the test. But where we have reached now, everyone knows better wine and knows better. I got awards in Malaysia for this juice, and we patented. They forced me to be the factory here in Namave, so that it's not together with the wine. They are Muslims, and I was forced to even to get international halal. International halal. I don't know here whether you understand halal. Halal means that halal is good for Muslims, for everyone. I'm not a type who rush for money. This is an investment. I do investment because you can't just take your wine, your juice to Italy and then you start getting money. But I have done this for future. In the future, whether I'm there, I'm not there, you will see better wine going in what containers to different countries.
Now, members of Parliament for Bokonko Central in Bale District, Masaba, Mahamoud Matengo has called on the government to find lasting solutions to the increasing wildlife attacks from Mount Elgon National Park. The MP says animals frequently stray from the park into communities, attacking and killing people and livestock while also destroying crops. Let's hear more in this report.
According to the demanding problems that we have on the ground. In Bunkoko Central, we have a sub-county, and we are bordering with World Authority, Uganda World Authority. And this has been happening for many years. They are claiming for our people encroaching the NFA land. And our people are claiming the NFA has encroached on their land. So the only thing to do is to open the boundaries, which we have requested for a number of days just. So really, if the government can hear this call, this time they should come with the Minister of Tourism, our people leaders around, then we open the boundaries. Our people will live good life. Otherwise, poverty which is there, and now they are taking the animals, they are cutting their crops, they are imprisoning them. we are adding poverty on them. We need to bring these people together than fighting them, than imprisoning them, than killing them, cutting their crops, raping their women. So there are many cases up there. May I reach there myself?
Now, MTN Uganda has officially launched the 2026 edition of its annual 21 Days of Yellow Care campaign, reaffirming its commitment to improving maternal and newborn health care across underserved communities in the country.
Running until August 21st under the theme Expand Equitable Health for Every Community, the Employee Volunteerism Campaign will support 4 public health facilities in Munyangabo, Gomba, Luuka, and Amudat districts. The initiative includes health camps, maternal and child health awareness, training for healthcare workers, digital health solutions, and infrastructure upgrades. MTN will also install solar power systems, water tanks, provide essential medical equipment, and improve neonatal care facilities, including a neonatal intensive care unit at Karita Health Center 4. Speaking at the launch in Kampala, MTN Momo Uganda Managing Director Fraser Lubega said the campaign reflects the company's commitment to using technology, partnership, and employee volunteerism to improve lives.
Tugendagenda malwaliro tugayambe mu nnaku 2 eziddirira tugayambe okuteekawo entegeka okulaba nti health y'abantu ebeera nnungi, bwe waba nga waliwo ebyetaagisa abaana nga bazaalibwa, abadoctors nga bajjanjaba.
Now, relatedly, MTN Uganda has released its 2025 Sustainability Report, reaffirming its commitment to responsible business practices, transparency, and sustainable value creation.
The report is the company's first to align with the International Financial Reporting Standards Sustainability Disclosure Standards, covering both general sustainability and climate-related disclosures. It was independently assured by Ernst & Young, enhancing the credibility of its environmental, social, and governance reporting.
Launched the MTN Uganda Sustainability Report 2025. And yes.
Speaking at the launch, MTN Uganda Board Chairman Charles Simbire said strong governance remains the foundation for sustainable growth and long-term value creation for shareholders, customers, and communities.
Today marks an important milestone in our sustainability journey and reflects our continued commitment to strong governance, transparency, and long-term value creation.
MTN Chief Executive Officer Sylvia Mulinge said sustainability is embedded in the company's Ambition 2030 strategy, aimed at expanding digital inclusion while addressing Uganda's social and environmental priorities.
What creates true value that lasts is when organizations then move from just thinking about the financial results that we deliver, but and start instead thinking about the impact that we are creating in the societies that we're in. Because that is what gives you true license to be able to operate.
The Uganda Securities Exchange commended MTN for promoting transparency and responsible corporate reporting, saying such practices strengthen investor confidence and support sustainable economic growth.
This occasion represents much more than the publication of a report. It represents a continued commitment to transparency, accountability, and continuous improvement. It reflects an organization's willingness to provide stakeholders with meaningful insight.
The report says that MTN Uganda now connects 24.2 million subscribers, with its network achieving 88.8% 4G population coverage and over 27,000 kilometers of fiber infrastructure by the end of 2025.
The 2025
Trust Bank, in partnership with Universal Multi-Purpose Enterprises, have signed a memorandum of understanding geared at providing accessible, affordable and long-term property financial solutions in the country. Godfrey Sebana, MD DTB, signed on behalf of the bank.
Only then my signature is valid.
You have the
Diamond Trust Bank partnering with Universal, we are basically saying you will probably not be granted access if you go as an ordinary Ugandan to see what's happening. But if you walk into our branches, we can give you a guided tour and you can come up with the choice of a particular property that you want to acquire. The most exciting thing is that even when you don't have all the money available to acquire that home, you can now apply for a mortgage at Diamond Trust Bank and we can finance the acquisition of that particular apartment or house, which will act as the collateral and ultimately becomes your own home. So you want to thank Universal. So if you look at the assets that they've been putting up for sale, they've addressed the issue of pricing and more so the fluctuation of prices within the real estate industry. When you look at the range of products that they've put up, ranging from a 1-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment, penthouses, they've maintained a standard uniform price. Ugandans, the major challenge is that Ugandans don't know which asset is available. Number two, Ugandans don't know where to go to acquire financing. Number three, is the financing affordable? And those are largely the three. So what we've done is to answer those three questions.
This relationship is just making sure that we are providing affordable housing to the local Ugandans. In housing, it is very critical that even building and making sure after building that people are able to own houses. In owning, they need to have sources which is easier and comfortable for them to buy, where DTB comes in place. Make sure that clients are able to buy. We need partners, more partners like DTB Bank, and making sure that the housing.
The parent is Tuliahewa Dixon. And the child is Tuliahewa Esther.
Kambera gwete kwa mchisha ishe watu yahewa Esther wahangura school fees ngene na hateja shana amashemero kwa gonka MTN mo eberewo mbeni nyegasta igana kaga ni 5 sta manana 0 hash kushashuro mwana school fees toko manyo mchisheri za gwijo wanje ninga nchaka ni kubasa kuzo wawe mwebare munonga.
Come back, and lastly, into the world of sports, as football continues to grow rapidly in Uganda and across East Africa. There is an increasing need to address issues such as governance, player rights safeguarding, and then legal compliance and the business side of the game. All that insight is the reason for the official launch of the Football Governance and Business Summit 2026, an initiative aimed at strengthening the future of football beyond what happens on the pitch. The summit at Sarova Potiko Hotel, Kampala, is themed on Beyond the Pitch, building a professional, accountable and rights-based football ecosystem in Uganda and East Africa.
Are not just going to end in the boardroom, we're also going to take action on them, because once these conversations are had, players now know their rights, they know their obligations, agents know their obligations, they know their rights, clubs know their rights, they know their obligations. The federation does not have to worry, they now have to follow up on whether these people are actually doing what they're supposed to do and they're expected of.
In that case, for football, so many things have to come in. We cannot play football at the same time and not discuss what presses that. So in a nutshell, it is to come and fill in the gap that football has to offer on and off the pitch.
for the Football Governance and Sports Business Summit, the first one of its kind in Uganda. This summit is a platform that gives us a chance to engage in issues that we have identified from the world of football in the previous seasons, from home and beyond, and see how we find solutions to our problems, or even see how we bring in new ingredients that could help improve the football sector in our country.
And that does bring us to the end of our lunchtime news. Thank you once again for allowing us into your lunchtime space. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. Good afternoon.